back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video where we're talking about players linked and all people linked to the football club really this summer transfer window. We've been talking about loads of players in the media and everything else, but this time we're going to be talking about a member of the backroom staff. That's right. It looks like Sandro Tonali is about to have an Italian palin. Get it? Do you like that? It's good that. Me and Mark were really impressed with that when we came up with that one. Yes, but it looks like something's happening in the backroom staff to help the Italian stallion that is Tonali, the happy devil that he is, settle into life in the Northeast. So we're going to get stuck right into this in a minute. Just a little brief video about it. Just before we do, a little reminder, if you're new to the channel, you're just checking us out for the first time, hello to you. Smash that button. Come and join us. We're over 4,400 subs now, so Mark has to update this again because you wonderful people are clicking subscribe. But loads of Newcastle United content here. Rumour Has It chats about players, rants about this, that, and every other thing, whether you agree or disagree with it. We did have one recently that people did disagree with, probably for the first time, which is cool. But, you know, all the content here from Newcastle United, we're about to kick the season off very soon as well. So make sure you keep it ever more, guys, and smash that button. So who am I waffling on about this time? Well, I'm not talking about a player. I'm talking about a member of the backroom staff. That's right. So there has been some news that apparently, according to La Repubblica, the AC Milan team manager, Andrea Romero, who is this handsome devil here when he was playing, when he was with Inter Milan, I beg your pardon, as you can see from the badge there, is left his post at AC Milan and is on his way to join Newcastle United's backroom team, apparently. And the big reason that he's doing that is because he is going to help Sandro Tonali adapt to his new surroundings. So we've got no information about the 52-year-old's position in the backroom staff outside of helping Tonali. But yeah, it looks like he's left AC Milan. And he's going to come over and be part of Eddie Howe's team and maybe help Tonali. It's possibly to do with translation. I'm not sure if Romero or Romeo speaks English as well. I'm pretty sure he does in a managerial capacity. I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments below if you know or not. But that would probably help, wouldn't it, being a translator and obviously being able to relay information back from Eddie Howe and Jason to Sandro until he gets his English up to scratch as well. But yeah, I think this is decent enough. I mean, he's worked for Inter Milan, he's worked for AC Milan. He's obviously knows his stuff in terms of a football man. He's kind of a player liaison officer. They call him a team manager over in Serie A, but he's more of a kind of player liaison officer that would work more directly with the player. And that player in particular, and Sandro Tonali. Hey, if we're going to bring Romero in, why don't we get Chiesa as well? Job done. 2 for the price of 1. Why not? Let's get it done. There is some talk about that still, but I don't know whether there's any truth in that or not at all. But yeah, so the sale of Tonali was deemed controversial, I think, over in Italy when he moved to Newcastle United for £52 million. Sandro seems really happy himself. Eddie Howe's come out and just said that apparently the talk of Tonali almost being rushed into a Premier League move and not really wanting the move. Eddie Howe said he thinks that's totally misguided. Sandro is very proud to be here and proud to wear the shirt and represent the club. That was made very clear to me early. Otherwise, we wouldn't have committed to the transfer. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of shit house with people trying to stir the pot and make it sound like Tonali doesn't want to play for Newcastle. So yeah, I mean, he's a young lad. He's been whipped out of his home country, as Mark said, his boyhood club. He's been pulled out of that and he's been pulled across Europe into Newcastle United, where nobody else speaks Italian, and he's obviously probably struggling to adapt. I think his girlfriend, who was stunning, by the way, speaks very good English, as far as I can see in the interview. But in terms of obviously in the footballing world, I think this is a really good move to bring Romero in. He can be part of that coaching setup. He's got that experience as well, and he can talk to Tonali and make sure that he fully understands everything. So yeah, I think it's just a good move. But this is about as much information as we have on it. Really, is that he's left his post at AC Milan. He did join in 2007. He was a former referee, actually, believe it or not. So that might help us get some of these VAR things overturned. Having a former referee and the backroom staff as well, possibly maybe you can get in the ear of Howard Webb and tell him what he's done wrong, really. But yeah, he's obviously very good at working with players and everything else as well. The club wouldn't have brought him in, I think, as well. So yeah, it's fantastic. I think bring it on. You can't have any more quality in the backroom staff. Why not? We don't end up like Sam Allardyce having 85 people in there. But I think if you bring quality in to improve the back room and to improve the communication barriers that may exist to get the best out of Tonali, then I'm all for it. If Tonali starts playing unbelievable football for Newcastle United, and obviously Romero is a large reason for that, for helping him settle, then all good for us as far as I'm concerned. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you're happy with this, or you think this is a good move, or you're a bit perplexed with it, you don't really understand what's going on. But yeah, we always like to hear from you. Smash a comment in, whether we agree or disagree with you. We always take the time to try and reply to you. With the kind of channel does that, we just don't ignore you. If you take the time to make the comment, make the effort, we'll take the time to reply. That's just what we do. As I mentioned at the start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Click that button. You won't regret it. Loads of Newcastle United content and the odd rant just about football in general from me, whatever's annoying me that particular week. Loads of stuff for you to hoover up. Smash a like as well. Help the video get around YouTube, help the channel grow. And we'll be back soon with some more Newcastle United content. Loads coming up. We're going to have a season review with the boys, and just talk about how we're looking squad-wise going into the season. Maybe talk a bit about Tonali as well and the rest of the midfield. And we're also going to have a chat with some Aston Villa fans from an Aston Villa podcast, the Villa Park Pod as well, which is a great show if you don't watch those guys already. So really interested to hear what they think about the first game of the season against Villa, which is going to be a tough one as well. We've got the Cellar Cup coming up as well. Me and Mark are going to be there this weekend with our kiddie winks. So really enjoying that experience. Looking forward to it. The first ever game, some of them. So it'll be really good. And we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, on what's going on Mondays at 10 o'clock. So loads of stuff to check out. Why not click the button? You won't regret it. But have a cracking day wherever you are, everybody. And we'll see you later. Cheers now. Bye-bye.